That was a master class in how to use our scalping or shedding technique. SPY's still consolidating at our critical level, which was 531.50. We've got it marked here in gold. Everybody is still shedding, right? 50. Now, this is a 20. Look, I want to show you guys. So we had our first one was here. This is 50%. Pulled back right here. This is 20%. Right now, you should be 70% out of the trade, still allowing 30% to work its magic. You got it at 9:37 this morning, so you're still golden. You're not freaking out and getting, I'm getting all the way out. We're not doing that, right? Right here was the buy. This was shed. You can tell. Stare, pullback. So this is 20. This is 50%. Does this make sense to everybody?
Yes, it does, Coach.
Yes, Coach.
And I want you guys to think about that. Now that you only have 30% of the weight inside of there, now it's going to move really, really smart and slow, right? You're going to be like, oh, this is great. Now I can comprehend what it's doing. Now, if this breaks above right here, which is, what is this, around 532.25, I would get rid of 20 more. That would leave you with 10%. And then I would ride it all the way up and not worry about VWAP, and you still got it from here, and you're still golden. Make sense?
Correct, Coach. Makes sense.
Yep.
Coach, can you look at Tesla real fast? It broke a quadruple bottom and rebound.
I see it. Let me see, 19. Yeah, I got to go all the way back on it. Okay, while I'm going back to review this, I need everybody focused still on that SPY was our trade for today. So let's go back. Let me see what we got. Okay, 195.11 was a major level. Okay, so Tesla, the largest level of the day that we went over in VIP training this morning was this right here. Everybody see it at 195.11, yes? We just had this training this morning, yes?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
Coach.
you.
We did have that training.
Yes, sir.
So if you guys look at it, this is going to be everything. So you already knew to put a ginormous caution sign for Tesla here. That was previous trading day low, ginormous gold level. So this is this whole area. So we're just being careful and cautious now. So now that it has rebounded, this is acting as support. If you guys were in a 2-minute EWO, which you should have been, and we called it this morning, first thing was around SPY. If you did, this is going to be your 50% pullback. See it? Remember, stairs, pullback, stare, pullback, stare, pullback, shed, shed, shed. Make sense? Every time until you get with just a small amount that you no longer freak out, right? SPY, when did I say would be the next shedding area above what? 532.25, right?
Correct. I got it marked on my screen too.
Yep, good
It's
job.
also a double top from about 12 minutes ago.
Yep, and I don't see that it broke it yet, do you?
It did not.
Yep, so should you have shed yet?
I did not shed myself.
There. I shed myself. All right, let's put SPY back up on the big screen. Thank you, good call outs. So I'm going to mark this here in green, just so I know if it goes above. Most likely then it'll try to, right? It's going to try to get to VWAP if it breaks this 25. And there's your other shed on SPY. You now have 10% left, everybody. Yes? And look at this. Look at this master blast to the upside. So who made ass loads of money today already? Go ahead. Who was
Pay for half
profitable
our
today?
membership for the year.
5% on account.
Thank you. Nice job. Goodness gracious. Did somebody say they paid for their entire yearly membership today with that trade? Half? Nice job. Everybody is completely out of those SPY puts off the last 10% now waiting for the next trade. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. How did you guys do using that shedding technique? Did it make sense? Was it more comfortable? Did you understand why we did it the way we did it? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody on SPY? Did that make sense? That was a textbook why we did what we did, why we shed the way we shed. Right?
Absolutely, yes. And now it's sitting on VWAP here, looking to see if it can stay above.
So again, we got up here at 533.80. We drove it down, pulled back 50%. Drove down, pulled back 20%. Broke through here, 20%. All the way out, 10%. Guess what? 50% of the money you collected was at this level. You then made another 20% right here. So 70% of your money you made was the best part of the day. That was the meat of the trade. Then you still made money from here to here at 20%, and you still made money from here to here at 10%. So this was 70% of the trade. This was 70% of your trade. This right here was 30% of your trade. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand why you just made so much freaking money?
And I'll do you one more, coach. The second it broke 532.23, I flipped the calls.
Thank you, moderators. Can you mark that? Because that was a master class in how to use our scalping or shedding technique. It didn't make the trade much easier, breezier, not worrying, not freaking out, not like, well, I don't know what to do.